Hey people, long time no voiceover. So today is actually my friend's birthday and I'm making this post today as well. And this is her glam section. So we started with hair installation. So a day before this day, she called me up asking for contact of a barber. And I was asking her what she needed a barber for. I thought maybe she wanted to, trim her dreads. But instead, she showed up in my studio looking bad, guys. And it's done with the frontal installation and the makeup section is here. Of course, you have to work on a clean canvas. Make sure you are cleaning the face of your model, of your client very well before you go ahead to apply every other thing, which I already did. I hydrated the face with my hydrating mist. And now I'm applying moisturizer. And you're going to make sure you apply your moisturizer generous. Of course, you're going to allow the moisturizer to dry down, which has already dried down. So the next product I'll be putting on her face is a sweat block. This particular step is not compulsory. You can totally skip it if you don't have a sweat block or if you don't like using it. So I applied on the two zones and basically I applied it all over the face as well. So you go ahead to dry down the face or allow your product to dry down. The next product I'm putting on the face is the primer. And for this primer, I use it on the T-zones and then a little bit by the side of the face like this, like what I'm doing now. Yeah, basically. And that's the only places I'm going to be using this primer. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to do. For the foundation, I bet you, I can't remember the particular product I used because it was a mixture of a range of products, a matte foundation and then a lightweight foundation to get her exact undertone. I got this brush from my students, like the red at which it covered the face, like it blended in with ease, and the fact that it covers a wide range of the passion of the face when you are using it is like it amazes me. I really loved using it. Of course, after the brush, I always go in to blend with my beauty blender. Very, very important, guys. I'm going to be adding shadows to the face, basically doing my contour. So I don't necessarily do bronzing, maybe because I don't really have bronzing kits, but I basically use foundation to do my contours. And that is exactly what I am doing now, contouring the cheekbones. Yeah. And when I am done with this, I'm going to go ahead and color correct her under eyes. So I used an orange corrector to do that because I do not want the under eyes looking, like say tacky or darker even after applying concealer. And also because I'm planning to use a very, very bright concealer, I wanted it to pop out well. I blended in the corrector with a little bit of the foundation, just to remove the harsh lines. And then I went ahead to use my concealer. The concealer is from Awka and Adventure. I don't know what it is with me using 2-3 products. I don't know if I think I have trust issues. I say that because I always end up using 2 brands or 3 brands of concealer or foundation, even powder. So this is the first layer of concealer. I don't think any amount of concealer is too much if you're going for a full glam look. Yeah. Oh, a little bit on the nose bridge and on the chin as well. Remember I said I wanted it brighter on the eyes today, so this is the second layer of concealer, and this particular product is Adventure. Of course, I have to bear out quickly. If you know, you know. So this video is getting longer than I anticipated. I'm guessing I'll have to post it on YouTube. If you are watching this on YouTube, you are a lucky one because Instagram will only get to see the shorter version. So it's time for blush. I did orange and pink. That was a mixture of the blush anyways, like I said. For the setting of this under eyes, you can either use this, what's this thing called? You can either use this thing that we're using or you use your brush. Seriously, whatever rocks your boat is very, very fine. But make sure that you are setting the under eyes in such a way that everything comes out dry. Like this. You don't want to touch the under eyes and the product or the foundation is lifting along with your hand. You have to make sure it's dry. If it warrants you touching the under eye to know if it's ready or if you set it very well, please go ahead and do it. So I went ahead to powder the faces. So I just realized I've not been showing off the products I'm using, mentioning them. Maybe because this video was not intentionally done for YouTube, but because I figured out that I recorded all the process, I just thought I should bring it down to YouTube. But if you want to get the list of products to the Nigerian brands, most especially to do a complete makeup look, you can indicate in the comment section and I will type it all out for you. Thank you. So for the nose contour, I'm using the exact shade I used for the cheekbone area to sculpt the nose. There's nothing much to do when you're contouring the nose other than what you see me doing her eyes. It can be any color, it can be any shade of baking powder or setting powder. When you take a lot of it and place it underneath the eyes and under the cheekbone and then leave it for a long time. I have a particular video on my channel that is said that will tell you the difference between setting up the under eyes and baking up the under eyes. You should see that video. For the eyeshadow, I played around with a lot of browns and I used Annie's Meet the Browns eyeshadow palette. So I started off with the lightest shade of brown in that palette all over the crease. I used it all over the crease. Then I transitioned into a slightly darker shade of brown first, a brown that is darker than the first one. So I'm going to use it directly on the crease as well, just like this. Okay, right now I'm still using another shade of brown, but this one is a little bit darker. It's not black. It's more like a chocolate brown shade. And I'm using it at the outer corner of the eyes. And also I'm going to also use it on the inner corner of the eyes. This is also called a smoky type of eyeshadow, but not the regular smoky that you all know. So I'm smoking out the outer corner of the eyes and the inner corner of the eyes to enable the center of the eyes grab all the attentions with the glitters that I will be adding, or the bronzy gold shimmer that I will be adding in the middle of the eyes. So this is what we have at the end of the day. If you guys can remember, I did start with eyeshadow primer because the Meet the Browns is a very pigmented eyeshadow. So now I'm going to be adding a little bit of primer in order to hold down the shimmer eyeshadow that I'm going to be adding. So I added the primer and then make sure I blended out the edges like I am currently doing now. Basically, then I'm going to go ahead and add the shimmer color or the gold color that I wanted to use. So for this placement, you can either use your hand or your brush. I'm using a very fluffy, flat brush. That's the only way I can explain this brush. It enables me to place my eyeshadow seamlessly without stress. So the bristles are very soft. They are fluffy, but the brush itself is also flat. That's the only explanation I can give about the brush. The next thing I did is to use another blending brush entirely to blend out the edges of the shimmer. And I did that with the help of a brown eyeshadow in order to make sure that everything blends in seamlessly. You want your eyeshadow blended out, so you are going to have to do a lot of blending in order to achieve that. And this is how I achieved this eyeshadow. So I think I'm going to cut this eyeshadow space at this point and head on to another thing. Bye guys. Not bye, Sha. This is the end result of the eyeshadow. This is what we are going with. So I'm going to quickly do her lip. I started off with a nudish brown, which was not brown enough as I wanted, and I had to go over it with another shade of brown to make it deeper. To make it a deeper brown. So I'm just basically, and I overlined her lip as well in order to get this full plumpy looking lips. I basically did nude lip stain for her, and the lip stains I'm using, they are all from Adventure lip stains. Yes, that was what I used to achieve the lip color or the lip combo that you're currently seeing. For the eyebrows, I'm just going to allow you guys to watch. I already have eyebrow tutorials on my YouTube channel, but I'm just going to show how I did one of the eyes and then allow you guys to enjoy the rest of the videos. I do know this video is going to be this long, but for now I'm just going to bow down and allow you guys to watch the rest of the video. Yes, we're finally coming to the end of this video. So right now I'm just doing the finishing touches. Anyways, guys, at this point, I guess I'm going to talk about my training that is coming up on the 26th of January, or is starting on the 26th of January 2026. And in these classes, we have classes for upgrade students, 2 weeks. We have 1 month training, we have 2 months training, and we have 3 months training. So I do not know what you are looking out for this year, but it's learning a makeup skill. A physical makeup skill is in your bucket list this year, and you are in the city of Awka or even outside the city of Awka. You are invited to come and enroll in our class. Our classes are usually detailed. You're going to learn just exactly what you came for. Do not sleep on this offer. Do not sleep on this offer. Hey. My flyer is on this screen if you are looking at it now. Make sure you're sending a DM to my Instagram, to my WhatsApp in order to register for this class. And I want to say a very huge thank you for watching this video till the end. And I'm open to answering your questions. If you have anyone, make sure to leave them in the comment section and I am going to answer them. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye.
show up at your door.